What's up, guys? Chris, VA Travels. Today visiting the Sterling Old Town Jail, historic prison that was in operation between 1847 and 1935.
Let me go on in. Parking is free. They have tours. All right, let me go on in here and grab a ticket. Ooh. Here are the times right here. Dogs are welcome. Grabbed my ticket. It was 14 pounds. Apparently there's more to this than I thought. I thought this would be just a quick visit. Yeah, so they've got actors and everything, and my tour starts at 11:15. It's about 10:45. So she said I can just kind of browse around. Oh, also, if you come out, there's a Sterling day pass, and they've also got a 2-day pass. The centerpiece is the castle. I've already visited the castle, so there's no sense in me getting it now. But yeah, if you're going to be doing the jail, Holyrood, the Wallace Monument, Sterling Castle, all the big ones, I would go ahead and get the day pass. New inmates. Right. Huh. Here we are. She said go all the way down to the left to start the audio tour, and then at 11:15 I meet them back up out front. Check this guy out. Nice beard. Alright guys, headed into one of the cells. Pretty narrow door. Yeah, dark in here. They've got some stuff to read, but there's a light behind me. It's not on, obviously. But Frederick Hill right here. But check it out, you would have had a little fireplace, it looks like. You would have got some daylight. And you're thinking a bed probably would have been right here. Some candlelight.
20,000 people attended his funeral in Glasgow's tombstone for the Gintmeister.
A prayer book right here from 1880. All right, let's see what's in number 15. Whoa.
Return to yourself.
I'll let you listen to that. That screaming, it's a speaker. This place is kind of freaky. What was this? Ball and chain. Would have had you shackled right here. Check out that door. There's how they would latch it. And like I say, they've got lights up there. Not on. Check out some of these, the death cell key. Gas mask over here. Sorry about the flickering. Oh, little crib down here. The female prisoners worked in the laundry and the cookhouse. A farm servant named Agnes Smith was one of the first prisoners, and she was arrested for pregnancy concealment. I'll finish up that part of the tour later. It's 11:15, and I've got to meet the tour group.
I'm Mistress Timmy Corker, wife of the staff man Jock Rankin, otherwise known as the Happy Hangman.
Legend has it.
The court said you were to hang. Well, he'd hang you. Mind you, there were some pretty pastimes to keep him busy. My jockey would have had to brand you. Hot iron seared deep into your flesh, leaving a mark for you to see. So he'd know you were trouble if you ever came to town again. If that failed, well, he'd give you a scourging. He'd whip you with canine tails all through the town. Better yet, the jugs, heavy iron manacles bound tight around your neck and your wrists, leaving you to the mercy of the mob and our fine Scots summers. Oh, I'm not quite sure what's worse. And then that's the best bit. Do you know what he'd do? He'd hold you by the lug, the ear that is. He'd get a rusty nail. He'd lead you down Broad Street and he'd nail you to the Market Cross, watching as with your hands tied tight behind your back, you'd be left to slowly tear your tattered flesh free. People like the newly appointed Inspector of Prisons, Mr. Frederick Hill, ably assisted by his good wife, Mrs. Martha Hill, at your service. Oh, dear.
Okay, so... Alright, there's the hangman right there. Poor Jane.
Quiet!
The breaks used to shame wives guilty of nagging their husbands. Some sort of bell system right there. Oh, alright, so we've got the stocks. A convicted felon is whipped in a busy market square as entertainment and forewarning to the onlooking crowd. Let's see what's in number 4. What's this guy doing? Oh yeah. Prisoners being transported to the New World, the Americas, and of course some were taken to Australia as well.
They're going to send me there. No, they won't. No, I won't let them. No, please, no!
John Howard's policies enhanced the security and order of the prison. Elizabeth Fry campaigned for the right and welfare of prisoners. Jug over here, of course, for washing. You were required to wash once a day, and you had to wash your feet at least once a week. In the window over here, they put a little spider. The window was built with thick glass, so prisoners couldn't see outside, but they could still get daylight. I never knew this. The one reason that vaulted ceilings were popular at the time because they didn't require wooden joists that were fire hazards. And check out the peephole on the door. Obviously, so security guards could keep an eye. And here's your day, very regimented. Some porridge for breakfast, work duty, and it looks like an 8-hour work day. You've got a block, a 4-hour block, and then another 4-hour block. But you got the exercise, 3 square meals, and then lights out at 10 p.m. And this was a new, more modern, progressive prison that focused on rehabilitation. $0.01 a day. It says if a male inmate could not read or write, the guards would teach him. If he didn't have a trade, they would train him. This is saying that the prison food was made with the best ingredients. About to take the lift up to the 2nd floor. All right, the exercise yard and observation tower. Here we go. Just follow the arrows. More stocks. Gallows. November 22nd, 1823, the corpse of Mary Witherspoon was stolen from the kirkyard by schoolmaster Daniel Mitchell and James McNabb. The last hanging was on May 16th, 1788, and that would be a guy named John Smart. Moat Hill is believed to be the location of one of Stirling's oldest settlements, going back to the Iron Age. Murdoch Stewart, the Duke of Albany, was beheaded here on May 24th, 1425, along with his 2 sons. Yeah, I remember reading about that when I was over at Stirling Castle. Clock tower was built in 1705. Push. A little bit of a step down. Cowayne's Hospital. Straight ahead, Stirling Castle, obviously behind it. As I've shown off about 20 times, the Wallace Monument. Oh yeah, you can see Kirkyard right there. Some sheep down there grazing. Ashel Hills, the River Forth, straight ahead, the Forth Valley. There's my hotel with the observatory right there. The Stirling Highland Hotel. Some industry going on over there. Okay, let's see what's over here. And they've got some windmills back there. The Forth Valley. Bannockburn straight ahead, and the King's Park to the right. Yeah, a lot went on right around here. Obviously the Battle of Stirling Bridge, Bannockburn. I don't know where Falkirk was fought around here, I think. Golf course. Whew. Okay, out of that cold wind. All right, let me walk around the building. That was it for the tour. How good was that actress? Are British people better actors? It seems like all the good Hollywood actors are British, but over here we've got the dark cell. Let me go take a look at that, and here's the back. Wow. All right, the dark cell. This chamber set into the perimeter wall was known as the dark cell. Pretty much solitary confinement. These plaster walls were painted black, so yeah. Oh, you would have got a little bit of light, it looks like. I don't know why the ceiling's so high, but... And what was going on over here? They have maybe a fireplace or something? Yeah, not a place I'd want to be. Okay, let me get out of the dark cell and look at the back of the prison. And that's where we were just a little bit ago. Just walk around the corner. It looks like maybe you had a well right here. All right, I'll look down there. Yeah, perimeter wall covered in ivy and brush. All right, I'm getting out of here. That's it for the old jail. And yeah, what a good spot. I wasn't expecting all this when I walked in. And sometimes it's these unexpected spots that being sometimes one of the best. And it's kind of a must-see. Like I say, it's right next to the Holy Rood Church and Stirling Castle. So, oh, and remember to try to get that day pass, save you some money. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here. As always, like and subscribe. See you on the next one.